What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Who's ready for a beer? I think I'm ready for a beer. Mr. Vague Canada, what's up, man? Duchess, what's up, brother? So you got jammy pants. I got that downstairs somewhere. It should hopefully be in rotation somewhat soon. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I got a bunch of other stuff to go through. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, brother? Oh, you Guavish. The Guava Milkshake IPA. That sounds pretty bomb. What's up, Pam? How you doing? I know it's not St. Patrick's Day, so this kind of beer is, I don't want to say it's out of date, but hey, it's never a bad time to have a different style of beer that's usually somewhat seasonal. So, if I want to drink an Irish Red Ale, I'll drink an Irish Red Ale. Who knows? I'm always on the fence with red ales because they're hit or miss for me. They're very hit or miss. But we'll find out soon enough. We will find out, and I'll kind of explain to me why I think they're hit or miss. Pam, did the one you have yesterday have fucking peanuts in it? Oh, jeez. Oh, hell. Well, now you know, I guess. Now you know. Peanut allergies kind of suck because you kind of realize how many things in the world actually have peanuts in them. And you're like, wow, that's kind of stupid. I hear you. Shit like that happens every once in a while, Pam. You just gotta keep an eye out. Especially my recommendation, if it's like a darker beer, then just for you with your peanut allergy, just kind of take a look at the style and all that stuff, and who knows. But it's 4 o'clock, people. That means it's showtime. Boom. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. Today, we're kind of a little bit past St. Patrick's Day, but I have I don't want to say it's a St. Patty's Day themed beer, but it's just an Irish Red Ale. So it's like there's really never a specific time where you have to drink it around St. Patrick's Day, or you can drink it any other time. So today we're going to be looking at the Shamhop Irish Red Ale from Tangled Brewing Company down in Ottawa, Illinois. It's a little bit south of me, where I guess I would say they're probably like an hour 45, almost 2 hours south of me, I would guess you could say. I don't know, I may be off a little bit, but yeah, these guys do a really cool thing to where they have a nice little like group of restaurants that they own as well, as long as with like a tap house and their brew pub situation. But they also have their brewery, and the big thing that this brewery likes to stand for is they're really big into like the farm to table situation when it comes to their restaurants, which I'm always a big fan of. But they're a really big fan of like Illinois ingredients when it comes to brewing their beers as well. So all their hops come from Illinois, all their barleys come from Illinois, you name it. So what these guys kind of boasts about is, like how I said before, the farm to table, but they have a bunch of different like locations when it comes to they have a flagship brew pub called the Lone Buffalo. They have a kind of like a steakhouse kind of situation called the Lock and Mule in Lockport, Illinois, and then they have a place called Hangar 2, which looks like it's kind of more seafoody kind of themed. And then they have a place called the Rocket, which is coming soon, which seems more like the small gastropub kind of small like mini food items to have with your beer. But their main brewery is out of Ottawa, Illinois, and a lot of, like how I said before, they're really, really big into the farm to table situation, and they try to make beers for every kind of beer lover out there when it comes to IPAs, darker stouts, porters. Someone that's typically looking for a crisp, light refreshment, you're sure to find it at Tangled Roots. So they do all kinds of varieties of stuff, but really, really cool thing. So they have like a brew club they have over there as well, which let's see what that's all about. Let's see. Member benefits. What are the benefits? Let's see. Exclusive promotions, retail benefits, 10% off retail for their retail item of the month, carry out and catering, 10% off, birthday offers, monthly tastings, members only events. So yeah, if you're in the Ottawa area and you want to take part in their brew club, sounds like a pretty cool situation. I think really cool. I've always wanted to kind of be a part of one of those, but never really pulled the trigger on doing it. But this guy comes in at a whopping 5.8%, I believe. And when I think of an Irish red ale, first off the bat, red ales to me, kind of like how I said earlier, they're a little hit or miss because they kind of promote having really like caramelly, malty flavors in there as well, but they also add hops in there as well to kind of balance out those malty flavors. But I've had situations to where it's a little bit too hoppy. It kind of drowns out those caramelly kind of toffee malts in there to me, where it kind of brings a nice sweetness that I do enjoy in a nice red ale. So this one's either going to be too hoppy for me, or it's going to be that perfect amount to where the malts are going to come in nice. It's going to be nice, like kind of have a nice sweetness to it, but also the hops in there should kind of balance it out pretty well and not make it overly hoppy. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's like on the smell. Okay, this smells promising so far. Definitely getting those like nice malty flavors coming in, kind of like straight up caramel maltiness, nice sweetness coming on the nose, a little bit of like a breadiness in there as well. Yeah, that smells absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's pour this guy and see what this guy's all about. I'm expecting some like, I don't want to say like actual red colors, but kind of like a brownish kind of red. Not gonna be too dark, I don't think so, but probably have a nice kind of caramelly head to it. But let's see how this pours. Yeah, it has that nice kind of amberish reddish color, nice kind of golden brown head to it. Be able to pour the whole entire can into this glass, which I love. If you can get your hands on the can shaped glass that Untapped does, do yourself a favor and do it, because it's just awesome. Definitely has that nice kind of darker color to it, more of like the dark amber, really, really nice kind of light brown tannish head to it. Yep, definitely getting a lot more of those like malty, bready kind of caramel toffee flavors right off the nose. So this one sounds promising. This is pretty promising so far. So without further ado, let's give this guy a try. So cheers, everybody. Okay, yeah, so right off the bat, a lot of those like malty, bready flavors come in at first, but there's actually like there definitely is a nice hoppiness to this, to where it comes in with that nice kind of dry hoppy flavor right in the middle, and then washes away really quick to a nice, like, bready caramel toffee sweetness that lingers on the tongue, which is really nice. I like how it hits me in waves when it comes to just really quick sweetness up front, washed away really quick by the hops that are in here, kind of giving you like a nice dry hoppy flavor, and then smooths it out to like that sweet, bready, like caramel malt flavors that, when it comes to a red ale, are the big flavors that I enjoy out of them. Is those like bready, malty notes in there that are somewhat really enjoyable to me, kind of reminiscent of like a lager almost. But overall, yeah, this one's pretty delicious. Kind of getting a slight kind of, with the hops, getting like a slight grassiness in there. So that's really nice. I don't think it's like a lemongrass, but just definitely that more like vegetal kind of grassiness. But then it doesn't stay on for long. That's what I like about it. The hoppiness doesn't stay on for too long, and it gets washed away really quick, and you have that nice kind of sweetness that sits on your tongue afterwards. But let's see what... So Untapped has the description of this one on their page on there. So let's see what it says. So, want to increase your luck? Sip on this delish Irish red ale. Sweet caramel malts are balanced with the delicate earthy hop notes to create the luck of the Irish in your can. It's pure gold. So keep your can close by the leprechaun, or a leprechaun may just steal your beer. There's no need to search for the end of the rainbow. It's right at your fingertips with the Shamhop Irish Red Ale. Okay, so definitely... so I can definitely see where they're talking about with like those earthy kind of hop flavors, because to me, when I think of earthy hop flavors, I'm not really getting much of a pine hoppiness in it, but it's definitely an earthy vegetal kind of situation, so you know it's coming from a plant. There's definitely those vegetal plant-like flavors in here. So 12 minutes into the review and you just got the reminder. Yeah, I know. YouTube kind of drops the ball on that every once in a while, but that's okay. But let's take a look at Untapped some more. And so, like I said before, it's at 5.8%. So, yeah, fairly sessionable. Really easy drinker. And with over 504 different ratings, this one has an average rating of 3.71 out of 5 on Untapped, which is pretty damn good. Pretty good, especially because you don't really see these kind of ales that are like really like the big common speaking point when it comes to stuff like this right now, just because IPAs are big, fruited sours are big right now. It's something that I don't think is going to be like an all year round situation. Let's see. I do not believe this is available at any of their locations right now, but I'm looking. Let's see. So not there. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't think this one's really available right now. I think it is only St. Paddy's Day kind of time release, but I've had mine since around that time, so I just am now getting around to it. But overall, yeah, it's pretty delicious. I'm enjoying this one. So unfortunately, this one may not be available, but definitely there's a bunch of other options you have when it comes to if you want to pick yourself up some Tangled root stuff. Got to go down to either one of the locations if you're in the area and see if you can get some stuff canned for you. But overall, yeah, this is pretty solid. I'm really enjoying this one. I definitely like those kind of sweet, malty or bready flavors that stick it at the end. That's what, like how I said, are those more enjoyable parts of a red ale for me. Sometimes the hoppiness overpowers it and you just get like a dry hoppiness that just lingers on your mouth and it's just not enjoyable in a situation like this, but they did it really well. They balanced it really well. I like how it hits you in waves to where it's like malty, bready sweetness. It like starts with the malty, bready sweetness, then the hops kick you, and then goes back into that malty sweetness again, which is very, very nice. Any kind of brewery that's able to create flavors that hit you in stages, you can definitely tell there's complexity and just these people know what they're doing when it comes to making beer. That's for sure. But overall, delicious. Absolutely delicious. But let's start going down our ratings here and kind of seeing what we're going to break down on this one. Let's see what else they have on here. Maybe I missed something on the website. No, I think we're good. Okay, so before we go into my kind of ratings, let's see what other people are saying about this one first really quick. So somebody gave this a 3 out of 5. I guess they checked in a few few days late, you always have those people who drink some beer and then you're like, oh crap, I drank this a few days ago. But let's see. Okay, so coming from May 21st, people were still able to get it at Hangar 2. So you might be able to still find this one on tap over there. You just kind of got to go over there and look. Let's see. You got a 325, 325, 375, 475. So they must have really enjoyed this one. Let's see. We got a 3.5 saying extra dry with a floral hop finish. Very unique for an Irish red. Enjoyed. Yeah, I would definitely say this is more a more unique Irish red for sure. Let's see. We got a 3.5. We got a 4. We got another 475. Let's see. We got a 375 saying it's the red one. A month ago, I was sampling reds. Would have been glad to find this one. A little bit of a bite. Small, good malt flavor. I definitely agree. I really like the malt flavors in this one. Definitely has a nice sweet breadiness to it that is really enjoyable for a nice red ale for me. But so overall, ratings are a little bit all over the place when it comes to what's showing up recently on Untappd. But yeah, they're still pretty good. So let's start going down our ratings here and kind of talk about it. But let's first can art. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just definitely simplistic. I like how they did the kind of the 4-leaf clover, but instead of the leaves, it's hops. I really like the touch of that. Nice logo up top. Tangled Roots logo is really nice and clean. From being such a simplistic label, they definitely took up a lot of real estate on here, which I do enjoy. And of course, they have their slogan, which is "Embrace Your Nature," and they kind of give a little bit of a description of the beer along with the logo on top, and then shown with the Illinois kind of state logo on there, saying that everything is crafted and locally grown in Illinois. So yeah, very nice touch, very simple, but they did a lot to keep this simplistic label eye appealing because the colors are nice. So yeah, very, very easy, simple label, but they did a lot of good things on here to kind of put a lot of stuff on there for real estate and kind of make sure there's not a lot of empty space. So yeah, I give this like a solid 3.5 out of 5 for can art. Really nice. I enjoy it. And let's see. If I got this in a flight at Tangled Roots, would I get another one? To be honest, red ales in general aren't going to be like my go-to when it comes to getting another beer. If I got it in a flight, I would definitely enjoy the glass I had. Would I get a 4-pack of this to bring home? Yeah, I'd probably get a 4-pack of it just to have every once in a while. But it's not something that I would be the first choice for me to go out and get. I definitely enjoy the flavors. The flavors are nice. It's definitely a nice change of pace when you're like drinking nothing but IPAs, sours, and stouts. So really, really nice to kind of change the palate up a little bit and get yourself well acquainted with different flavors and beers while kind of getting more accompanied to those bready, malty flavors, like with notes of like caramel, toffee, and all that stuff. And kind of adding hops into the mix kind of is a nice touch. So I think Tangled Roots did a really good job with this one. Made it really complex, really, really smooth, really well balanced. So yeah, overall very, very solid. If you're into Irish Reds, I'd definitely recommend this one for sure. But what is my final rating on this one going to be? That's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to try to figure out. Flavors are nice. The malty, sweet breadiness in there is absolutely delicious. I'm a really big fan of that. Like I said before, the hops comes in there nice and pungent, but it's not too overwhelming. It's not lingering on the tongue for too long. Definitely, I'm enjoying that kind of like drier mouthfeel it gives you, so it's definitely like a drier beer. I guess you could say it's not going to leave like an oil slick or a juicy mouthfeel to it. It's not going to be thick or heavy in the mouth. But overall, yeah, solid points from this one. Definitely enjoy the color. Has that nice kind of dark ambery kind of color, even though it kind of looks like a dark brown on the camera. But on right here, there's definitely like kind of deep notes of like brown, red, all that kind of stuff. So really, really nice in the color. I think I'm going to give this one a solid. I'm giving this a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really good. If you're wanting to try something new out, and if you kind of think like, hey, I'll try out an Irish Red just to kind of change up the palate a little bit. And if you're able to get your hands on some Tangled Roots, this Shamhop Irish Red, yeah, I definitely do it. Like I said before, I get a 4-pack of this to bring home just to have around the house. Wouldn't be like a make sure I have it in my possession at all times situation, but overall, for being an Irish Red, for kind of being more of those like different styles of beer that I'm not used to and I don't drink that often, yeah, it's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I'm a fan of this one. Definitely really good and highly would recommend it. But other than that, I think that's what I have for you guys today. So, just looking at Tangled Roots' menu right now, seeing their food and how it's like being made, it's like that. Oh, you can tell I want to just eat their food mostly, to be honest. Their food looks absolutely fantastic the way they promote it on their website. But other than that, that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out. It help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching on the replay and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It would help me out a lot as well. And if you're watching on the replay and you're watching when we're not doing this live, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you're drinking when you're watching this stuff. I want to see what other people are drinking while they're watching my reviews, or you can shoot me a friend request on Untapped so I can see you guys check stuff in and kind of keep an eye out what I should be looking for as well. So, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you again, everybody, for hanging out. You guys are amazing. And before we get out of here, I'm going to say it like I always say it. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Hopefully this week goes pretty great for all of you. I know it's Monday. People are a little bit slow moving, but hey, it's an start a new week. Plenty of beers to go through this week. And I'll say it like I always say it. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody.